Good evening, listeners. I'm coming to you with a story that caught my attention in the New York Times. Opinion: Trump's election denial has never been more dangerous. Jim Himes, the ranking Democrat on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, opens the piece by warning about President Trump's plans for a rare primetime address. In that speech, the former president says he believes he won the 2020 election, a claim that was debunked and that fueled the violent attack on the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Himes writes that this time, however, we could be looking at a much larger audience. He argues that Trump now wields a new power set, a cabinet full of allies, a Republican Party on his side, and key leaders from the intelligence community. The president is reportedly looking to bring newly declassified intelligence to the public in order to give his denial more plausibility. In other words, he intends to use official reports, normally tightly controlled and classified, to bolster a narrative that the election was stolen. So what does the intelligence community actually say? After Russia's interference in the 2016 election, U.S. agencies made detecting foreign meddling a priority. Congress routinely receives briefing on how states like Russia and China monitor American elections and what they're trying to do. These updates are classified, but after the election a declassified summary is typically released. If you read those summaries, you'll find that foreign countries do attempt to influence our elections, but there is no credible evidence they try to alter the vote count, disrupt voting, or succeed in doing so. We have been, and continue to be, good at spotting and countering foreign attempts. In the case of the 2020 election, the intelligence community found no indications that any foreign actor tried to interfere by changing any technical aspect of the voting process. That assessment came from nonpartisan professionals who rigorously examined all available data. Since Himes has been on the Intelligence Committee, he claims he has seen no credible evidence of interference in any federal election, including the upcoming midterms. Those are the facts, according to Himes. Yet he is alarmed because of Trump's current move. The former president's administration is filled with election deniers, and there are troubling appointments. An acting director of national intelligence who has zero national security experience and has a history of targeting political opponents has been hired. In the FBI, Director Kash Patel has spent his career chasing the president's conspiracy theories. He has recently devoted massive resources to a sham investigation whose details are cut off in the article. The point Himes partially brings out is that when you combine a political leader with unchecked rumors, election denial can become even more dangerous. It erodes confidence in the democratic process. Hellis repeats that we have no evidence and should remain skeptical of new intelligence used to suggest a stolen vote. In concluding, Himes calls on Americans to stay vigilant, to rely on proven intelligence assessments, and to not be swayed by political theatrics that feed on misinformation. And in that brief moment of reflection, he reminds listeners that the health of our democracy depends on the integrity of our electoral system and that integrity is protected by the same institutions that have rid the U.S. elections of foreign tampering. That's the story for tonight. Thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay engaged, and stay safe. Good night.